Hey everybody, welcome back down to the underground lair. We have yet another Wolfgang special from the gentleman who buys Wolfgang specials. This one's a brand new one and it's set up like ass from the factory. The string height was at 5/64 on both E's. With the old strings, we went and adjusted the truss rod right here, got it to 10 thousandths of relief, and adjusted, roughed in the intonation. It was all sharp, so we took care of that. The bridge wasn't all the way down, so we tightened in the two screws on the back. Now we're going to take off the strings because we've got this trim block here. Not because, but I have this trim block here, so instead of using an eraser underneath there and having to dig it out later, this is just an easier way of doing things. We're sticking with the same gauge. We're going with 9 to 42s, but instead of going with Wolfgang strings like he usually does, he's going with D-Tuna XL. So let's get at this. Tools that we'll need is a 1.5 Phillips head screwdriver, a 3mm for both the nuts up here and for loosening your string blocks, chiclets to hold your strings in place, the 2.5 for adjusting the intonation, and also it's the same size that'll fit in the truss rod. So we're taking off the locks off the nut. We're going to de-string this. I'm keeping them in order this time instead of guessing which ones go where. There we go. Now with the trim block in place, we can safely remove our strings. When we flip the guitar over, or if we have to flip the guitar over, we don't want to have to deal with these chiclets falling out, because they're in there a certain way. At least they should be in there a certain way, and if they fall out, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I brought it close to being in pitch, but not so much, because we still have to pull out the trim block like so, and that'll go back to resting. We also put some of this super lube in the post. It penetrates down in there, so upon using the bar several times. Alright, so we're all tuned up. Let's go through and check our settings as far as relief and whatnot. Capo first fret, 10,000 feeler gauge, can't speak. Notice we're not putting the lockers back on yet. Holding at the 17th fret, which happens to be on this guitar, the body joint. We want 10 thou. Feeling pretty good. I think we're going to go just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Check our string height. Once again, 17th, and we're at 4/64, and we're at 4/64. Exactly where we want to be. Let's check our intonation. Of course, the strings are still stretching. E is in. A's a little flat. The D is on. G is on. B is on. E is on. Let's fix that G. You know where the thing's already sitting. We want it to move forward a little bit, so we can just go ahead and loosen the string off so there's no tension holding the piece. We can use our 3 mil as our guide. Loosen it up, and we can just move this saddle forward a little bit. Tighten it back up. Tune it back up. And we're intonating. You start out for the D-Tuna. You want this, actually let's do that right now. You want this to be all the way out and about maybe a half a turn in. A fine tuner. Okay. Now there's a little set screw right there. And we're going to tune this to D. And we have a D, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's push this in and see if it's any... Oh no, see, that's no good. That's way no good. Okay, we have intonation, and it's a D. Oh, it's a little flat. Okay. Okay, I can live with that. Balancing act is getting old. Here we have a D. E. D. With E, we have Very close. And we have a D. So close. Intonated. key, D. Alright. Alright, so that's your EVH Wolfgang special. We don't trim these off until we're done. The body is all the way, or the bridge plate is all the way against the body. That's the way you want it on these. They're not floating. They're dive only. Makes all the right kinds of sounds. Let's make sure we get the both together. Alright, so I just put the locks back on. Let's see how far that threw us off of out of tune. E is good. A is good. D is good. G is good. Okay, E is fluttering. He's good. Fluttering. He's good. If you like what you see here, please, and you're in the Pittsburgh area, and you want your guitar brought up to par, send me an instant message on the Facebooks, or you can find my number on the Facebook under Stringman Guitar, and a website, stringmanguitar.com. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Take care of the old folks because they're special. You keep being awesome. Peace. Have a good Memorial Day weekend.